One of the questions that's come up for me recently is the idea of when you're building, like, say you're building a business, you're building an online business, whatever it is that you're building, and the sacrifices you have to make to get there. That one of the things that cropped up for me last week when I was speaking to Scott was the idea of sometimes things crop up together, shall we say, like a family gathering, an event you want to go to, and something else, as well. And that when these things all tie in together, and you're left with a dilemma of what do you do on those days. So for me, the idea of shall we say, the online business or the digital lifestyle has always been based around that thing of you have time to spend with family and friends. And then what really kind of came up for me around this was just that idea of, well, what happens right now if you're trying to build a business and you need to do something today, or say tomorrow, there's like a party on with your family and, friends or whatever it is, and it's a big deal. And that's kind of the reason why you're doing what you're doing. You're trying to build this business so you have more time to spend with those people. And then you get to a point where it's like, well, do I do this now and sacrifice and not go there or not be there with those people to celebrate today so that I can create that for the future? Or do you think you should be spending that time today with those people? Because that's why you're doing it anyway. And if you lose touch with all those people in the meantime, when you get to that point where you make it, it's going to be much more difficult to kind of, I suppose, rebuild those bridges. But then my immediate thought around it was, well, you just go and you do what you need to do. Those people who you love and care, they love and care about you as well, and they'll be there for you anyway. But it was just an interesting dilemma that came up, as in, you will need to sacrifice certain things, right here, right now, to get wherever you want to go. But some days those sacrifices can be difficult. And I'm not sure what the answer is, and I didn't have any advice for it, but it was just kind of really one of those things that came up for me of, well, what do you do if you have something that you need to do today that'll help move your business forward? Or you can go and spend that time doing non-business related stuff with people you love. That's a tough question, like. So I kind of just was really feeling that, like, that, it's what do you do around those sorts of things? So if any of you guys have any good suggestions or comments around that of what you think people should do, like, you have obviously the immediate things that come up for you on a day-to-day basis, but every now and again something crops up for us and it's like an important occasion. And if you've something else scheduled in on that day that's related to your business, do you think you should do the business thing? Or do you think you should spend that time with your loved ones? Do you sacrifice today with those loved ones so you can spend more of that time with them in the future? Or do you spend that time with them today and push your business back a little bit further? I'd love to hear what you think about it, guys. Thanks.